Hey guys, what's going on? Sweet Discussion Fan here with a review for you guys on Wrestling's Highest Flyers. I forgot I did not do a review on this one, but I got 3 new DVDs in the mail. I'm waiting for 2 of them to come in, and then when they both come in, I'll do a review on them. I've currently only watched 1 of them, and I really am happy with the pickups I got, but I'll be doing a video on those. And the top 10 Hall of Famers, I'm just going to wait till the weekend to do. But here's a review on Wrestling's Highest Flyers. So, and I'm really, if you guys are wondering about, like, comments, I can't really comment back to you guys on videos, because, my YouTube, or my account, Roots Discussion Fan, is not linked with Google+, and you need Google+ to actually comment on stuff. And the reason I'm not is because if it's linked with Google+, it literally takes me hours to upload a video, so I have to upload them via Movie Maker, and it only takes, like, Movie Maker only takes like 10 minutes to upload a 10-minute video, so it's pretty cool. But anyway, so here we go. Let's get started. So first up, let's just look at the cover first. Wrestling's Highest Flyers. So you get Rey Mysterio, whose arm continues on all the way. You get Kofi Kingston, Jimmy the Superfly Snuka, and Evan Bourne. On the side, you get WWE Wrestling's Highest Arm Flyers. Pretty cool. And then you get your side, which just says 3-disc set with like the orange camera spotlight background. On the back, here it is. Whole paragraph that you guys can read. Pause the video right there. Then we have a bunch of or some of the match listings. There are more, but here is some of them. I'll just kind of. There you go. Then you have the Canadian rating system, a bunch of other info. Eddie Guerrero and who is that? Is that Great Muta? It's not Great Muta. I have no clue who that is. I haven't watched this in a while, so anyways. Open it, you get like this camera background with Evan Bourne and Lita. And mine did not come with an insert, so I have all the info up on my computer, but anyway, so we have disc 1. Disc 2 and disc 3. I like the disc design, so move it. And it's like all this in the sky background. It's really cool. You get Chavo Guerrero, who's not even in the DVD, so John Morrison and Rey Mysterio. So there we go. Okay, so the first match on the first disc was Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. They were talking about him for a bit. It basically, how it was set up too was Josh Matthews was just there were like none of the high flyers were in the DVD in terms of interview. Josh Matthews just talked about the superstar for like brief 2 minutes, and then they showed a match. So they had Ricky Steamboat versus Flying Brian Pillman at WCW Halloween Havoc. It was an okay match. I mean, it was pretty cool to start off the DVD, but not really a match that you're gonna watch a lot more. It was like 10 minutes, but it was decent. Next up was Evan Bourne versus Evan Bourne, or no, not Evan Bourne versus Evan Bourne. It was just Evan Bourne, and then it was the match was Evan Bourne versus Zack Ryder on WWE Superstars, June 11th, 2009. Pretty bad match. Then we had the whole Skyview thing where it talks about right there. Yeah. It was basically what it does is they showed an Evan Bourne Skyview, John Morrison Skyview, and Kofi. They showed a Kofi Kingston one. I know that, but on here it doesn't say they did it, but they did it. It was somewhere in disc 1 where they did the Kofi Kingston one. I think it was after Ricky Steamboat's match. They showed Kofi Kingston Skyview, where basically they'd attach a camera to their chest, and then they'd do their finisher or whatever. Kofi Kingston did the boom drop off a ladder like he did at Money in the Bank 2010. Evan Bourne would do shooting star press, and John Morrison would do starship pain, not starship pain. But yeah, and then Evan Bourne did the freaking shooting star, and it was not really that cool, but you know, whatever. Then you had Jimmy Superfly Snuka. It was him versus Samu at Madison Square Garden, February 20th, 1984. I didn't really like it. Then they basically showed something. They showed like a little promo of WCW Cruiserweights. it was just like a nice showing of the WCW greats, like, you know, Dean Malenko, Liger, Dragon, Laparca, Psychosis, Eddie Guerrero, Chris Jericho, Rey Mysterio, Juventud, and Chris Benoit and stuff like that. So it was pretty cool. I was too afraid to say Benoit there, but anyways. And then we had the match where it was Juventud Guerrera, I'm trying to pronounce these. Juventud Guerrera, Hector Garza, and Liz Mark Jr. versus Laparca, Psychosis, and Vilvano 4 in a 6-man tag match at WCW Bash at the Beach, July 13th, 1997. Pretty cool match, actually. I really enjoyed that match. A lot of cool cruiserweights. Laparca, I don't really see him being a cruiserweight, but still. Really cool match. You know, 1 year after Hulk Hogan turned heel. Then we had, next up was Shelton Benjamin. It was a Gold Rush tournament match, Shawn Michaels and Shelton Benjamin on Raw, May 2nd, 2005. Pretty cool match, I like the ending. And then we had Ultimo Dragon. It was Ultimo Dragon versus Rey Mysterio Jr. for the J Crown Cruiserweight Championship match at WCW World War III, November 24th, 1996. Cool match. I think Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio had a better match. Then we went to Eddie Guerrero. We had Eddie Guerrero versus Dean Malenko for the ECW World Television Championship at ECW Hardcore TV, July 21st, 1995. Good match. Very good match. And hold on. Let me scroll down. And then it would go on to Disc 2. First superstar to talk about would be Chris Jericho in Disc 2. It was a WCW Cruiserweight Championship match. Chris Jericho versus Ultimo Dragon at Bash at the Beach, July 13th, 1997. Pretty good match. And then we had the 1-2-3 Kid. We had the 1-2-3 Kid versus Hakushi at SummerSlam 1995. Then we had Skyview with John Morrison, which was cool because he did Starship Pain. It looked really weird. And then we had John Morrison. We had John Morrison versus Tyson Kidd on WWE Superstars, July 30th, 2009. Better than the Evan Bourne and Zack Ryder one, but still not that good. Then they talked about tag teams, like high-flying tag teams, specifically the Hardy Boys. And then we had the Triangle Ladder match for the World Tag Team titles at WrestleMania 2000, April 2nd, 2000. Dudley Boys versus Hardy Boys versus Edge and Christian, which was a really good match. They should have showed the TLC 2 match at WrestleMania 17. And then they talked about Super Crazy, and it showed the three-way dance at ECW One Night Stand 2005, Super Crazy versus Tajiri versus Little Guido. Great match. Very good match. Really enjoyed that. And then we went to Brian Pillman, Flying Brian Pillman versus Alex Wright at WCW Great American Bash, June 18, 1995. It was okay. Then we had the Great Muta versus Sting at WCW Japan Super Show, March 21st, 1991. Good match. And then we had Rob Van Dam, the Hardcore Championship match, Jerry Lynn versus Rob Van Dam at Sunday Night Heat, August 1st, 2001. Yeah. And then we had the third disc. It went into the third disc. We had Shawn Michaels. We had Shawn Michaels versus Vader for the WWF Championship at SummerSlam 1996. Ending was kind of controversial, nonetheless. I didn't really like the match. Then we had Flash Funk was awesome, man. We had Flash Funk, ECW World Television Championship match. Too Cold Scorpio, which at the time was Flash Funk. Too Cold Scorpio versus Sabu at ECW CyberSlam, February 17th, 1996. And then we went to Kofi Kingston. They showed a Skyview in Disc 1. I know that. But in this, they showed Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston versus Christian for the Intercontinental Championship in the tournament finals on SmackDown, May 14th, 2010. And then we had playlist or promo for WWE Light Heavyweights. And it had Taka Michinoku versus Pantera for the Light Heavyweight Championship at No Way Out in Your House 1998, which was that match. And I already announced a lot of those matches, but yeah. And then we moved on to Lita. Lita right there. They showed a Diva, but she is a high flyer, so pretty cool. We have a Women's Championship match, Lita versus Trish Stratus on Raw, December 6, 2004. And then we went on to, in my opinion, the 4 highest flyers of all time. Or no, 3 highest flyers of all time, including Eddie Guerrero and Rob Van Dam. Next up we had Sabu ECW World Television Championship match, Sabu vs. Rob Van Dam at ECW Guilty as Charged, January 9th, 2000. I love that match. Sabu and Rob Van Dam, man. Then we had Jeff Hardy, Steel Cage match, Jeff Hardy vs. Umaga, Raw, January 7th, 2008. Pretty good match. And finally, Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero. This is my favorite match in WCW history. It even says it right here. Eddie Guerrero vs. Rey Mysterio Jr. for the WCW Cruiserweight Championship match at Halloween Havoc, October 26, 1997. A great match. Oh my god. It even says right there, the best match in WCW history. So, overall, that was my review of Wrestling's Highest Flyer. Sorry, it was like 11 minutes. But it was a great DVD. I mean, it's not as good as a lot of my other DVDs I own, but it's still really good. So, I mean, if you're into high flyers, you should definitely pick it up. But, I mean, I'm into high flyers and stuff, but, like, they could have done, like, a sit-down documentary with each one, and they could have made it into, like, 2 volumes. It's just my opinion. But it was a pretty cool DVD. I enjoyed it, but, I do have better DVDs on my shelf over there. Anyways, so that was my review, and I'll see you guys in my next video, so peace out.